Hello, my name is Second. We're playing All the Mods 9. And last time we set ourselves up a Hephaestus altar and, unobtainium, of course. This time we're gonna start using some of that unobtainium. We need just a little to do what I want to do. We're gonna want an entangled block, for which we will need an ender chest, some of that unobtainium, and any ender pearl. And we're also gonna need something called an entangled binder, for which it looks like we will need another ender chest. And we didn't make the ender chest. There we go. And one of these binders. So that's 6 unobtainium that we're using there. Now what you do, I am tired, folks, of dragging the, let's see, will this set it? Okay, block selected. Very good. You shift click. I'm tired of having to hike back here every so often with archwood. This little jobby is sort of a, well, it's quantum. That's all I'm gonna say. We put the entangled block down, and that's our wrench, and we right click, and now this block is quantumly connected to the drawer that's full of archwood. We can set it to extract. It's going to be just fine. As long as there's archwood in the drawer, our arcane, setup, our source setup, will have plenty of archwood to turn into source. It'll keep our whirly sprig very, very happy. Now we could build more of those blocks, those entangled blocks, and connect this to as many of them as we want. There may be an upper limit. I've never found it. But now we're gonna not need to do quite so much goofing around, going back and forth. Not that we've had to do a lot. I've maybe made 10 trips out there, but that's 9 trips too many. Next thing I want to get together is one of these metallic source links. I am not in the GUI. It's down here somewhere. I just saw it. There it is. The metallic source link will do a couple of things for us. It's sort of like the volcanic source link in that it produces, source. We are going to get another source jar just for laughs. Alright. Here we go. Now, we don't really need it to produce source. We need it for its other. Did I not just make a glistering melon slice? We need it for its other, we've already got one. I'm losing track of what I'm doing already. Let's make this darn source jar and get down there. It will generate source from the birthing of animals. And this thing really does breed them. So, that's good. We're going to toss this right up here. And every time an animal breeds, this is going to give a little source. It is also going to help these guys grow up more quickly. It won't lower the breeding time. That's, that is what it is. But, we will get our essence a little quicker. It's staying in here for some reason, and I'm not sure why. We're gonna see if we can just replace the pipes. Oh, it really doesn't want to go out of there. It may think this... Oh, the drawer is locked. No wonder. It's so hard to see. we unlock it, the source will go in there. Very good. Essence, essence, source, essence, mana, F-E. Ugh. It's all magic, folks. Now, although the Stella Arcana we made last time did not work out on the, what do you call it? The charm. I think we could still put it on our Master Miner Marid here. Or, oh, maybe not. Maybe not. What can we put this thing on? It looks like most tools, most armor. Can we do anything else with this? This is, I'm used to using this thing for, you know, the things that I use that actually take durability. But, you know, it looks like, in this pack at least, it does not have the, where is that template? Let's see. I don't know what I did with, oh, there it is. Now, I think for this to work anyway, we would have to, yeah, no. The only option would be to test it again. I mean, at least it goes in there, right? But the only option to test it again would be to heal it up, like remove, you know, fill the durability, and take the enchantments off. Sometimes that works. I don't think it's gonna work this time, but it's worth a shot. Okay, that did not work. It was worth a shot, right? It was definitely worth a shot. Now, we're not getting a supply of arcane crystal ore. So what I would like to do is I would like to make a laser drill setup just like we had in the last world. We're gonna want 4, count them, 4 of these laser drills. I don't want to make sure we don't have a recipe in there already. Okay, good. So 4 of these boys, right? And we're also gonna need an ore laser base, for which we will need straight up vibranium gears. Okay, okay. Now we've got enough for slightly less than 1 vibranium gear. That's okay. We need to think about doing something else anyway, in terms of mass producing this stuff. And I think what that's gonna be, we don't have, do we have any source of creosote oil? Let's see, we got thermal, railcraft, Greg Tech, and immersive. Thermal would come from a pyrolyzer. Pyrolyzer does not look that hard. Now I think the option we want to go for is the coal, right? Because that will also occasionally get us tar as a byproduct, and we can make coal. That's no big deal. Now what we eventually want to be able to do with the creosote oil is make treated wood. I guess we'd start with this, right? Yeah, any kind of creosote. That's just fine. Now, I don't think that we can bucket straight out of here. Let's see. I just had a bucket and I right-clicked here, left-clicked. No. That's alright, that's alright. Now, if we're gonna get both the creosote and what do you call it? The coal, coke, and tar out of there, we're gonna need another importer, because the importers can only handle either, at least as far as I can tell, either fluids or items. We can't apparently do both. Fortunately, that's not going to be a particularly difficult thing to do. It's just going to make it look a little different over here. And we'll have a hole in our machine wall. What we're going to do, this one's on fluids now. We're going to put this one, leave it on items. And we're going to set another output to the side over there. But if we're going to do, that's not what I'm trying to do at all. There we go. We're going to want to get a bunch of it to at least a bucket's worth in our proverbial hot little hand to mess with it. Now, to actually craft the treated wood, we're going to need another block. And I'm trying to remember. Yeah, we'll probably end up with a couple of these sequential fabricators. I don't already have a recipe for them in here, do I? No. Okay. These are what we're going to use to craft with liquids. So, here we go. And we're just going to put it right down here with everything else. Hop up here, get the importer down. And the crafter. Now this thing I believe we can bucket out of just fine. Yep. So we're going to get that. We're going to get some planks. Alright. We'll make some oak planks. We'll just make a bunch of them. And what you do with this thing, you've got to program in a recipe. Now we can do that with fluids. And then you press the checkbox. And again, we're going to output to the top, input through the bottom. Our output inputs. We're going to want more integral components so it goes fast. And then we will actually need to make a little bit of treated wood. We get 8. That's nice. We're going to get a little more of this stuff. We're going to make a processing recipe. Put our planks around. Click the fluids checkbox. Get a bucket's worth of creosote oil in there. Here's our output. You gotta do all that manually, but it's the only time you'll have to do it. And now, if we go back up here and turn this back to, oh, barbarian. Look at these guys. It's like a group in Dark Age of Camelot. See you, fellas. Anyway, now, if we need some treated wood to use in a crafting recipe, we should just be able to make it. It'll throw it in here. There we go. So what, right? What we need treated wood for are garden cloches. These light bulbs we are going to have to make in an engineer's workbench. And I don't think we have one. Let's see. Have we stolen one? No. So let's go ahead and make an engineer's workbench. We probably have some treated wood sticks at least, right? No, we do not. Let's see. Alright, we'll make a couple treated wood sticks. We'll make ourselves the necessary amount of treated wood fences. We're going to need a crafting table with which to make, we'll need, crying out loud. So much treated wood in this, it gets a little confusing. We're going to need a crafting table to make an engineer's crafting table, which is like, we are not getting bupkis in terms of quests. Oh, there isn't one. Okay. Good. No quest line we have to worry about for immersive. But here's our workbench, right? Now that's all well and good. But we're going to need various blueprints to make the stuff with it. In this case, we need a crafting components. We need a crafting components blueprint. And I was once again in the wrong GUI. We're just going to need some paper and some blue dye. Alright, there we have it. And there it is. Now to actually make light bulbs, this thing will need paper or bamboo, copper, and looks like really any kind of glass. It's a very nice texture. Now, you can just fill your inventory up here. Now we have this clear purple stained glass that we're not really doing anything with right now. So we'll burn some of that up. You see it keeps the inventory, it displays it. It's very nice. And now we have some light bulbs for our cloches. We will also need these iron mechanical components. And iron plates is something that we could automate in our multi-servo press. So let's do just that. There we go. And finally, we'll go ahead and make the recipes for our cloches. We're going to start, I think, with 30. Now there's other things we're going to need. The cloches are going to need water, and they're going to need power to run. The water's easy. We're going to make ourselves recipes for aqueous accumulators from thermal. These are devices as opposed to machines. They don't require power to work, which is good. There we go. And we do have multiple passive options for solar. Question is, which, if any of these, is gonna do the trick for us? I think we're gonna go with solar panels from Mechanism to power these. They're pretty cool. Now what are we missing here? Knows how to make the tablets. We'll just have to teach it. We're gonna get some regular glass panes in there, I think. There we go, just in case. Now these are a little pricey, but we certainly have the steel. And at least in my experience, the garden cloches are kind of power hogs. We do not have much osmium. Fortunately, we have osmium seeds, so no issues there. And after all that, we'll need like cruxes for the nether stars, we'll need the magical soil for the mystical agriculture crops. So, at least for the time being, that's actually kind of a dead end. We're gonna need a lot more. Now, oh my gosh, really, dude? Just right in my face like this. Just right in my face. We're gonna get those globes though. Moved our Ars Nouveau stuff to down here. It's all the rest of the magic stuff. And we have another volcanic source link down here. We're gonna do the floor like immediately, because with all this raw stone, the volcanic source link will turn all the stone under it, first to magma and then to lava, which I don't think our villagers would enjoy very much. Now the reason I moved the Ars Nouveau stuff down there is we're going to start wanting to mass produce certain kinds of essence. I think the abjuration essence specifically, because what is it called? Containment. That's right. We're going to end up wanting a lot of these tablets of containment. Now, while we're gathering up the materials to do that, I think we could get a few to start with from our friendly neighborhood Shady Wizards. We're just gonna... Okay, that's warping and burrowing. This guy has containment. That's good. So, let's get a good amount of him here. Very nice. This guy doesn't. He does have Drygmy tokens. That'll save us a little trouble. And this guy also does not have containment. But, you know, 12 is a good start. Along with the tablets, we're going to need some jars. And these are a way to move mobs around. We're going to... Not the connecting glass. Let's get some normal glass, please. But also, mobs that are in here can be interacted with by a Drygmy just as though they are in the world. Now we're going to set one of those up. And the other thing we're going to need, I don't think I have one already, is a ritual brazier. All we need is an arcane pedestal. We might even have a block of source gem in there. There we go. We probably have one of these already. I noticed no quest went off, so we'll deal through the quest lag. And let's see, all the way down here? All the way down here. Oh, no. Check the box quests for the glyphs. Oh, okay, we got credit for, I think, some of the ones we made. Some of these are ones we you start with? Oh, for crying out loud. Alright. Okay, it looks like we did get the ritual brazier already, and that we've done the tablet, we've done a couple of the tablets. That's fine. We're also going to want another source jar. Now what you want the source jar for is to run the ritual more than once off of the same tablet. And we're gonna see if we can't catch ourselves an ender dragon. Ding dong, ding dong. So we got our tablet. Oh, I forgot to bring the... Huh. I forgot to bring the jars. Let me go get the jars. Okay, I got the jars. Now, I don't know much about the behavior of the ender dragon. With this particular mod, I assume that it will... Crying out loud. I assume that it will head towards the center. At least some of the time. I don't think that all this end stuff messes up that mechanic. I don't think. Not convinced of that. Yeah. Really? There Got another one. Doing a wonderful job. There we go. One more. Okay, yeah, it does go down there. Is like raise your... Ow. We could probably set this up right now. I think we actually want it to down one. Oh, for crying out loud. Where'd it go? Did I lose it? No, it's right there. It's not like we couldn't make another one. I just don't want to feel having lost it. Now we're going to put the tablet down on here. It'll activate once we right-click it. So we're going to... We could probably activate it right now. I don't see many Endermans going up there. Now, I don't know if that's high enough up to attract her attention. I'll just take a couple of pot shots at her. I mean, by attract her attention, I don't know if it's high enough up to catch her when and if she alights. I feel like it might only have a 3-block range. But we could tear this down a little bit, right? Let's see. Yeah. Get her to come down there. I don't know. I don't know what she does in this. We'll figure it out. Okay, there she is. Looks like she blew it up. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. We may have to do an alternate method here. Just kill this one. Ah, you know what? We'll leave her be. Come back. Oh, she goes down here. Isn't that something? Well, you know what? We might be able to do that. We can get her back down here. I've only seen her down here once, though. Hey! Busy over here. Let's see if she goes back down. Yeah, she flies right through this. That's quite something. See if you see her do it again. Now, if you get the wrong thing in here, you have to use touch to spell. She comes right through here, like all the time. Let's see if we can catch her at it. I might just turn it on and get out of the way and see what, if anything, happens. Got another one of those things. Now this is what we want the source jar for. The source jar will allow this thing to continue to run. It's like 5%, I think, of a source jar is what does it. Where'd she go? This out here makes this much more difficult, doesn't it? I've caught her before. It's not in this pack. Where is she? She's like here. Some got the containment jar. Probably her. Hey. So I could pick something up. More of this stuff. Okay. We have got to make touch to spell here. Or do we even have this spell? We have Conjure Mage Light? Alright. This could be going better. Get her sooner or later. Yeah, she came down, but Brazier got knocked over. I think we might have lost it again. We're going very poorly. Oh, she's in there right now. Can I get under her? Sure looks like. Oh, there she goes. Ho ho! We got her! She's upside down for some reason. Now, because there's no Ender Dragon present out here, the game will make another one. Eventually. We did manage to catch an Enderman's, too. I don't know where she is. We should see her any second now. Oh, I wonder if this messes that up. By this, I mean this end enhancing mod, and by that, I mean the mechanic where if you lose your Ender Dragon, that you don't get trapped out here. We are not trapped. Not playing vanilla after all. Wait, I thought I heard some wingy flap. Yep, there she is. Alright, let's deal with her. Now we got a bunch of source jars filled with random entities. And we need this anyway. We need a dispel. So we're gonna need... It's dispel, touch dispel specifically. That will get them... There we go. It's also going to take 3 milk. It's touch dispel that will get entities out of the little jars. So what do we have here? We want to keep the Ender Dragon, but like these Endstone bricks and Ender Pearls, that's just bad luck on our part. So we'll take the glyph, go ahead and learn it, and then we're gonna make touch dispel. Very creative. There we go. And you just shift click, and all that random stuff gets out there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna catch some mobs. And it would be nice to find a squid. We can get a squid at home if we have to. But we're looking for passive mobs, and we're looking for hostile mobs. Drygmy can handle them both. And I think you just might be coming with me. As for you, though. Oh, we got a little lag. Alright. Just keep our eyes open, see what you can find. I used the structure compass to find this woodland mansion variant. First one that I found. We're going to see who we can't catch in here. Oh, it's a little laggy out here. Should be able to catch a couple of guys in here, I should think. Oh, hello. We'll have to be quick to catch them, won't we? They're going to have a tendency to... Oh, look at all of this. Vex armor trim. That we can salvage. Alright. Let's see. I do like woodland mansions. Okay, so what do we got here? Anybody? Anybody? Hello? Anybody in here? Don't seem like it. I hear guys. Oh, what do we have? Okay. Alright, we got ourselves a Vindicator. That's nice. We got a little lag. We're taking an ally with us, because that sounds like fun. That's the Vindicator. I can hear, like, I wouldn't have anything against catching a zombie. But I don't really see any. I hear him. We'll see what we find. There's like way more chests in here than I'm used to seeing. There are a lot of guys running around. But, you know, take it. Not complaining about all this stuff. And Quark adds the trans pride flags you can occasionally find. Now here's a handy boy. This guy's from Thermal. He's one of the Blaze variants the Thermal adds. And his drops are going to be handy. What else do we have out here? I'd like to find one of the big zombies. And one of the wraiths. Big zombie? Not finding much in the way of wraiths. But we are finding some above the water ruins. Oh, I love my archaeology. Oh, gold nugget. Fancy, fancy. Yoink. I thought we'd come down here, under the base. We got our night vision ring on. You know, to a semi-controlled environment. And we're gonna let all of these things that we caught in mob capturing devices loose. There we go. Now that's on. We got our zombie brute, right? Okay, let's hope we caught him. I think we did. I think we need a little more room for these guys. There we go. Alright. That's one tool. Let's, whoops. Did the wrong thing. Let's let our Vindicator out. Hello. There you go. Now, the main thing I'm doing this for, and I hope this works, is this guy. Works on an Ender Dragon. I hope it would work on this guy. Now? Alright. Piglich is gonna need another solution. Okay, I think we accidentally killed the Wraith. These got all full up with cobblestone. I think I can hear her. I swear I can hear her. Oh, now I got more cobblestone. Tricky. Tricky. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's try the witch here. That's fine. I might have been wrong about the Piglich. I might not have. It seems like this will... Oh, I did it again. I'm continuously doing that. Wasting all of the source. Let's get all of this stuff out of here. And let's get... Where'd that Piglich go? There it is. Like, I think these guys have to be right on top. Yeah, okay. Very cool. Oh, Wraith's not dead. Now I think it's dead. Oh no, there it is. Come here. Come here. Come on. Wonderful. Now we make the Drygmy charm, exactly the same way as we made the Whirly Sprig charm. It's just a different set of ingredients. I'm gonna need seeds, apple, carrot, fish. We're gonna need some wheat. We need 3 source gems. And we need our token. No recipe found. Pedestals must be within 3 blocks. Okay, I got something wrong. Okay, I moved the source link. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on with my throat today. I moved the source link, and it was then fine. So I assume the problem was not this pedestal placement. I don't know why the source link would have interfered, but it did. So, you know, I guess it is what it is. Just as the Whirly Sprig gets used on any kind of flower, the Drygmy gets used on mossy cobblestone. That'll turn it into a Drygmy henge, and when supplied with source, the Drygmy will produce mob drops from the mobs around it, and these will count. I don't know what exactly we might get. Some of these things may be blacklisted. I'm looking at you, Piglich, but we shall see what we shall see. We'll want to hook it up to the storage system upstairs. Okay, those I put in, but we just got all this other stuff. We got a little monitor tail, we got a dragon egg, a dragon head, dragon skin, and some dragon legs. So that's all pretty fancy. We also get these experience gems. I think we get the regular ones from passive mobs and the greater ones from hostile mobs. We'll see what else he gives us before we hook it up to the ender chest. Now, you can interact with these yourself. Like if we had a glass bottle, we could get ourselves some dragon's breath. We may do that. You can trade with villagers. You can barter with piglins. Chickens lay eggs now and again. They're probably going into the stone up there. It's fine. I don't care. You can milk cow. Well, we can milk cows, right? Do we have a bucket? We don't have a bucket. Oh, there's an egg. And I went and got a bottle. Now I got dragon's breath. And you can just, I've gotten stacks at a time out. I don't know if it's limited in this. Probably not. But we'll see what we'll see. We got our first dragon's tooth. Now, the Drygmy does have a blacklist. I'm guessing the Piglich is on it. But, it's worth trying. Okay. We're getting cognizant dust. That's good. Plenty of dragon eggs, dragon heads. We're getting the scales from Forbidden and from Mystical and from Irons. We're also getting dragon's breath, dragon's teeth, monitor tails. Some things from the witches. It's not yet everything that I would have liked to have seen. But the main thing are these guys. This is how we make the magical soil that we're gonna need if we're gonna automate all the modium and so on production with those cloches. I guess that's our first Insanium blocks. That's okay. I think we would have had to have made them by now. Anyway, that's enough for one, right? So we'll take it. We'll take one of the 30 solar panels that we made, our aqueous accumulator, and all that other stuff. Yeah, we'll go ahead and make up our magical soil, right? Okay, so these go on the diagonal, and our Insanium blocks go like so. Ho ho! We get the green hearts. we're gonna do something with those. So what we're gonna have here is an infinite water source. You pop the accumulator right down and you can see it visually fills up with water. This will now produce water. And you can put integral components in, no problem. We're just gonna run this right down like so. And we're going to take our first cloche and hope that fills it. Well, we're going to have to set the pipe to extract first, aren't we? Where's our wrench? There we go. Okay, now it's full of water. Very good. We're going to put the magical soil in there. But most importantly, we got to give this thing some power. Now, in my memory, at least, these things are pretty thirsty. But these do, these produce a decent amount of power. We'll see if it's enough to keep up. Naturally, this is not exactly the way we want this thing facing. Can I turn it? Well, we can turn that, but that's not what I want to turn. I want to turn this. Yeah. Because this right here is our output. I guess that's the first time we've had vibranium seeds in our inventory? We must have been missing some. Well, let's go ahead and put unobtainium and all the modium in our inventory real quick. Get credit for all that, right? See all the modium. I don't have the unobtainium yet. That's fine. Okay. Toss these in here. Seems like it's holding steady. Now we can add fertilizer. We were to, I hope, look at the cloche and its uses. I don't know if it'll tell us about fertilizer. I guess maybe it doesn't. You know what? When in doubt, check the manual. I'm gonna go ahead and make an engineer's hammer. I'm sure we'll need one. And oh, I guess we do have a list of stuff for immersive. So we'll go ahead and make the guidebook. We just need a book real quick. There we go. Now let's look in here. Simple machines, garden cloche. Plants and harvest their yield. Water and power. Fertilizer. What do we use as fertilizer? Well, I guess bone meal. Why not, right? Meanwhile, we're still on the road to our soul shard bee. I just managed to make ourselves our 5th withered bee. So this is full in here, this beehive, and we stand a reasonably good chance of getting the genetic material. What do we add? Oh, barbarians. Alright, so let's see what happens. We throw a little bone meal in here. Growth modifier, just 1. Is there any other kind of fertilizer? Well, I know there's kinds of fertilizers, but we got Greg Tech, we got immersive fertilizer. That'll use nitrate dust and slag, apparently? How would we do the nitrate dust? We'd need a fluid sieving machine. What's sand? We'll see if it does anything with the bone meal. I kind of think it won't. As we add to this out here, as we get the juice to make the magical soil, we will greatly increase our vibranium production. Oh my gosh! Guess who's not on the blacklist? What, are you kidding? No love for the Piglich Heart. No love at all. No love at all. That's wonderful. That's very, very good news. A Piglich Heart in a drawer. It's fantastic. Is there anything it does besides you make it into the blocks? Well, you make it into the blocks. This is also what increases spawn count. And it's, of course, we already know it's how we make the alloys. Oh, we can make the alloys with Fe instead of mana. That's interesting. Now, I did complete a couple of quests, so let's see just what all... Okay, we'll need to pick down here, I bet. Essence bag, okay. Tier 6 seed bag. Don't look like seeds. Oh, a little bit of Asanium. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, I didn't even notice this. We got an epic award and it's an enchanted book. It's efficiency 3. Harsh. Harsh. Now, I said I was going to do something with those hearts. And I meant it. We don't really need this stuff, but I thought it might be fun to make. We can make ourselves canisters with bones. We might as well make recipes for this stuff, huh? We can make ourselves these canisters with bones and iron. And then a red heart canister is made with wither bones, jeweled apples, and red hearts. Yellow heart containers are made like this. We got the green ones that you make like this. We got the blue ones that you make like this. And we got soul heart containers, which I think are something else. We may have been wasting. Well, no, we're gonna use a bunch of these. Let's see. Just okay. So we got a good amount of those. Now, how are we doing with wither bones, though? Can we make these? Not really. Yoink. You too, buddy. Now, the Drygmy will give us just the mob drops. And I guess in the case of the dragon, at least, some other stuff as well. So we should be able to get a supply of those bones through the simple expedient of adding a wither skeleton to our Drygmy area. And every mob we add down here is going to help out. Now, the relic apples are easy enough to make. And let's go back to Bobley here. Okay, so we have 2 of the top tier. So we can have, I think, 10 each of these in the special heart amulet. The soul amulet is something else. So we'll start with 8 of those. Then we got the wither bones to do this. There we go. 8 red heart canisters. Now, just in case we need the amulet to set a quest off. No. Okay, that's fine. Now, with the red heart canister, we can take we can take miniature yellow hearts, enchanted golden apples, which we might have downstairs. Can I make these? Yes, I can. You can just make enchanted golden apples with Diarm. That's delightful. Okay, so 8 of those, right? And then with the green heart containers, we just need green hearts. 5 of those. And then finally, our blue heart containers will need blocks of netherite. That's probably plenty, right? So there's 2 blue heart containers. Now we can put those in here, and we're styling. If we put this on, where does it go? Slot. There's a special slot for the heart amulet. There it is. Now, each one we have in there adds 1 heart. So we were pretty spendthrift by going all the way to the top. But, you know, that's okay. We don't have any more yellow or green hearts. So we could go ahead. Oh, it's just right click. We can go ahead and put those in there. And I'm pretty sure that, let's go, come on. Alright. We can make 8 more of these. We're going to make 8 more jeweled apples. There we go. And now we have 8 of the red heart canisters. So this is going to give us an awful lot of health. Before I put it on, I do want to see... Oh, there's some tattered cloth at last. That's good. We're moving right along with the drops, folks. We're moving right along. Okay, yeah. Now we got... how many hearts do we have total? Let's see. Somewhere. Current HP damage. Holy spell power. Healing, lightning magic. 92. We got 92 health, which means, what, 46 hearts? That's awesome. Okay, I have been trying to get this to make another Drygmy. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills over here, folks. Maybe we are now in a world where it matters what order these things are in. So let's see. We got wheat, apple, carrot, and seeds. No. Is it this pedestal? Has it been this pedestal the whole time? Is that the problem? Has it been that pedestal the whole darn time? What do you want to bet? It's looking at that. Oh, for crying out loud. No wonder we felt like we're going mad. Alright. That's it. That pedestal was in 3 blocks of the enchanting apparatus, so the enchanting apparatus was trying to use it and the archwood on it as part of its setup. I got a double Drygmy action. Just like the Whirly Sprig, we can have a whole bunch of them out here. The only real, the only real thing is just keeping this full of source. And when we get tired of collecting essence, it looks like we're not going to need it for Piglich Hearts. We can go ahead and set like a volcanic down here or something, and we'll be styling. Now wait a minute, there's 5 out here. Okay. It was showing 5 in there too, that must have been just a glitch. And I think we're gonna have to call it here. We're starting to run a little long. We did get a lot done today. That Drygmy setup is gonna really help us out. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.